Hey there, now before I even start this review, I know that when a movie gets this popular and the hype is so big and the expectations are so high, there's gonna be some people hating on it. And that's all fine and dandy, but I just think you should know that if you are one of those people who claims Inception is overrated, my personal opinion is that you should just go hang out with the fish. I'm just saying. Wake me up! Wake me up! Okay, so I went to the cinema like everyone with very high expectations, and when I arrived there the previous screening was just over. And you know how when people are walking out of the movie theater they are usually chatting about the film and sharing impressions and so on? Well, this time nobody was talking and they all looked like fucking zombies. So I go to this guy and ask him, well, how was it? To which he responds, dude. And of course I was intrigued. I mean, how badass can this movie be? Well, let me just tell you that after I walked out of the cinema I was just as much of a zombie as anybody else. And when someone asked me how was the film, I wanted to say, oh my god, it was amazing. It's about dreams and people who are able to get inside other people's dreams, but not in their regular dreams. In dreams they design for these people to have. They even have architects who actually build the setup for the dream. And once you are inside a person's dream, you have open access to their mind. Because when you're dreaming, your consciousness is altered, leaving the subconscious vulnerable. They can literally get inside your mind and steal your ideas. Or maybe even plant new ideas in your head. Ideas that will not only influence your actions, but end up defining who you are. It's kinda like a mix between The Matrix, Sin City and The Cell, but with a very original flavor to it. This is definitely the best movie of the year so far. So I wanted to say all this, but what it came out was... The movie stars Leonardo DiCaprio, who does a brilliant role as Dom Cobb, a specialized extractor leading a highly skilled team. He is paid to invade people's minds in order to steal top secret ideas. His job ended up in him losing his family and his normal life. He wants that back and he's promised to get it back if he succeeds on one last mission. But this time the job is not an extraction, but an inception. He has to plant an idea into someone's mind. An idea that could possibly influence millions of other people's lives. Maybe even the world economy. I'm not gonna go further into the plot because the less you know about it, the greater your experience will be watching the film. The rest of the cast is stellar as well. You have Joseph Gordon-Levitt, who is an incredibly gifted actor and manages to perform in every single movie I've seen him in. And then there's Ellen Page, Marion Cotillard, Michael Caine, Ken Watanabe, Cillian Murphy, Tom Hardy. All of them doing great jobs are portraying interesting and captivating characters. The plot is so layered that you may get lost if you don't pay close enough attention. Which shouldn't be hard considering that there is not one boring minute throughout the film. Creating a dream and invading someone's mind, it's not without its risks. Spending so much time asleep can impact your perception, to the point where you cannot distinguish reality from dream. Also, if you get to a deep enough level within the dream and things go wrong, you may get trapped inside the dream, inside the dreamer's mind. And there's even more to it. When you are asleep, your mind is no longer restricted by the physical world, and time is not the same as in the physical world. A typical dream, if uninterrupted, lasts for about 15 minutes on average. But to you, it may seem like it lasted for hours, or even days in some cases. So in the movie, the relative time was slowing down more and more the deeper you went into the dream. What is only a few hours in reality can correlate to a few years in a deep level of the dream. And if things go bad, you can find yourself prisoner in that dream for decades. Now, Christopher Nolan hasn't made a bad movie yet, but in my opinion, this is his best movie to date. I was watching it and thinking, how the hell did he do this? How did he think of that? And yes, the special effects are amazing and the fight scenes are very well done, but the storyline, the dialogues and the overall script prove again and beyond doubt that you can make a great action movie that doesn't just look good, but it's also mentally engaging. This movie is smart. It is also entertaining and visually stunning. It is action-driven, plot-driven and character-driven at the same time. And if for whatever reason you are disappointed by it, I'm sure the fish will love to hear all about it.